Seshadri Chari is back, Foreign Affairs Cell convener of the BJP. He has strong views on this. Dr. Naganathan, founder of Youth.org, this debate is getting more and more heated. R. Rajagopal is a senior journalist and he believes that the UPA, the Congress and its allies have been completely hypocritical in their handling of the subject. T.K. Salangovan, Member of Parliament of the Lok Sabha, represents the DMK point of view. My first question is to Manika Tagore, yes. Congress Member of Parliament of the Lok Sabha from Tamil Nadu. Mr. Tagore, good evening. I'm afraid my first charge against you will be, not you, your party, is that you lack consistency. You have no position on this issue. You keep changing your position depending on what you think is politically convenient. You have 10 members of parliament. These MPs, including you, did not attend the TESO, Tamil Elam Supporters Organization conference due to Congress party pressure. After meeting Rahul Gandhi on March 4th, now they have attended this conference. You have no consistency on the Tamil issue. Will you support the LTTE directly or indirectly, knowing fully well that it was the LTTE which killed Rajiv Gandhi?
No, Mr. Anurag, I want to be very clear in one thing, that we, the Tamil Nadu MPs, had in the previous year itself, when we met the Honorable Prime Minister regarding the vote in that time in Geneva in the UNHRC, we pleaded that we should vote against the Sri Lankans, because I am one of those people who had visited with the leader of opposition Sushma Swaraj to Sri Lanka when the parliamentary delegation went previous year, and we had seen the agony, the problem, the pain of those people and the projects which the government of India is undertaking there. And with that, previous year when that vote came, we pleaded to the Prime Minister that we should vote against the Sri Lankans. In that time it was a different position, because first time it was our country stand was being changed to a country specific resolution was being discussed, and previous year that has been taken and India voted against Sri Lanka. This year?
One sec. But Mr. Manik Tagore,
This year.
Okay, complete. I'll let you complete.
Yeah. This year, in the start of the session itself, 22nd of this February, all the Tamil Nadu Congress MPs met the Honorable Prime Minister and told to him that the previous year's resolution has not been implemented by the Sri Lankan authorities.
No, how have you woken up? How have you woken up to this today? I want to ask you, how have you realized today that human rights violations have been carried out on the Tamil Tigers? How have you realized today the Sri Lankan government was wrong? Why did you not realize it a few days back?
No, Mr. Arnab, you have to be little patient. Previous year, 1 year before, when that UNHRC vote was there, in that time itself, India voted with the resolution against the Sri Lankans 1 year before. Okay, and 22nd we told again to the Prime Minister that it is going to be the follow-up of that resolution. This time also they are not implemented much, and their own LLRC they are not
really. Am I mistaken in understanding? Let's get the facts absolutely clear. If I am not mistaken, Seshadri Chari, if I am not mistaken, when Rajapaksa visited India in September 2012, he held meetings with both President Pranab Mukherjee and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Why did Manik Tagore and the Congress leaders then not object to his meeting the Congress leadership? Why are you maintaining dual positions? One for centre and one for state. Mr. Let's get Seshadri Chari. Mr. Seshadri Chari, am I wrong in that?
No, you are not. You are absolutely right on that. I think the Congress party is very indecisive about this whole issue on Sri Lanka. In the first place, they have not yet been able to decide whether what they did last year in voting with the resolution was correct or not. If that was correct, there is no reason why they are now taking a very different position as of this particular vote is concerned, and they are still not able to decide whether they should either vote or not vote or abstain. That is why I again suggested yesterday, and I am again suggesting today, if you are not decided whether to vote in favor or against, it is better to abstain so that the future does not blame you just because you voted last time. Number one. Number two, the Congress's position is not in keeping with the government's position on this. We should differentiate between the Congress party and the government. The government of India is solely responsible for taking actions and decisions and follow-up as far as external affairs ministry's views are concerned. The government of India should not take any action which it is forced to take by virtue of the political dimensions of the state,
yes,
which raises these issues.
No, my point is
our action vis-a-vis Bangladesh.
Yes.
In Bangladesh, we made a mess of the whole issue by not taking into cognizance the views of the local chief minister,
with you,
the chief minister of West Bengal.
With you on it. I'm with you on it.
So we cannot allow the foreign policy of this country to be decided by the politics that is going on in.
Who's doing the politics? Who is doing the politics? You walked out with the DMK today. Are they not doing politics? Has the DMK not constantly changed its position as well? Mr. Elangovan, has the DMK not changed its position every time?
Government.
We have never changed our position so far.
Changed your position.
DMK has also changed its position.
We have never changed our position. See the question of
Mr. Elangovan, Mr. Chari, one sec.
Yes.
Mr. Elangovan, Mr. Seshadri Chari of the BJP today is telling you, and I want you to hear him, why he feels that your party is also changing its position. Yes, Mr. Chari, first, what would you like to say to Mr. Elangovan?
We have not changed our position. We are with the Sri Lankan Tamils right from the beginning, not only now.
No.
It had started, I will tell you, there is a long history which you might not have known. See, we are with the Sri Lankan Tamils since 1956, even much earlier. When in 1948, a resolution in the Sri Lankan Assembly, then it was Ceylon Parliament was passed that resolution was called Sinhala only resolution.
No.
Since then we were opposed to the Sri Lankan Ceylonese government, and we were with the Tamils since then.
Sir, let me assure you, let me remind you that let me remind you that in July 2009, allow me, sir. Mr. Elangovan, allow me.
Yes.
In July 2009,
yes, tell me.
Karunanidhi, your supreme leader, distancing himself from the demand of the AIDMK and the PMK that Sri Lanka President Mahinda Rajapaksa should be hauled up for war crimes, your chief minister, Karunanidhi, said it would be an exercise in futility as it will only adversely affect the safety of Tamils in the country. This is what Karunanidhi said, sir. Today you change your position.
That shows our consistency.
Far from it.
That shows our consistency that we are with the people, Tamils of Sri Lanka. That we don't want the Tamils of Sri Lanka to be put into hardship.
Sir,
that is the consistency.
Sir, how come you realize? How come you realize what the Tamils?
I'll tell you.
So how come you realize? BBC Sinhala in July 2009 has reported, Karunanidhi said that calls for an investigation into the endgame of the civil war on the grounds that it would be counterproductive to reconciliation. I have it on record that your chief minister, am I wrong, Mr. Rajagopal? Your chief minister said there is no need for an investigation into the endgame. Mr. Rajagopal.
See, what you say,
DMK is playing politics, Sarna. DMK is having one state. When they are chief minister, they say one. When they are in opposition, they speak different voice. DMK speaks in two voices. Today they came to Delhi and the TESO conference is a major flop. Mulayam Singh Yadav did not go. Lalu Prasad Yadav did not go, but suddenly Congress surfaced in that meeting. No success of TESO conference in Delhi. Therefore, DMK is playing twin politics, double politics. They continue to be in power, but still they want to take the flesh out of Congress and also UPA.
Is a success or not is not the question. Can you say that we have ever
stood
against the Sri Lankan Tamils?
Acha,
Can you say at any point of time
why suddenly they have gone to Elam supporter? Till today Congress never supported Elam, but today Congress joined in Teso conference. There is a complete contradiction between Congress and DMK. It's a Tamil politics.
It is not. No, we did not say that during a war, killing of innocent people is a normal thing. We did not say such things. We were always stood by the side of the Sri Lankan Tamils, and we continue to do. We have been doing this for more than 40
why
years.
Why suddenly Karunanidhi withdrew the fast? When he was on a hunger strike, suddenly why did he go withdraw the fast? Because he says Sri Lankan government misled him. Where was his intelligence? What is DMK MPs doing to tell Karunanidhi?
It was on the promise made by the Sri Lankan government to the government of India that he withdrew the support. It is all on record. We are not playing politics.
Means the government of India misled DMK leader Karunanidhi. Is it so?
Sri Lanka. We have never.
Do you agree that
we are not ADMK to say stand. We have never changed our stance until date.
No, let's be clear.
We have changed the stance. No, you may use certain statements against us, but that doesn't mean that we have changed our stance. We are
Karunanidhi, when he is chief minister, he speaks something. When he is in opposition in Tamil Nadu, he speaks something.
No,
when in Delhi, he speaks something. Today in Teso conference, totally
something which he has spoken against the Sri Lankan Tamils. My question is, can you quote anything which he has spoken against the Sri Lankan Tamils? Taking a stand
Why did he withdraw the fast then? He should have continued. And he should have pressurized the central government that the Tamils should not be killed.
The ADMK did.
Gentlemen, I want to get in at this stage, Dr. Naganathan of youth.org. My simple question tonight is this, and this is why we are debating Brits right on top of Newsa. It is important for any country to look at its strategic interests when it is taking a decision at the United Nations. We have a choice. We can anger Sri Lanka.
Arnab.
We can, 1 minute.
Arnab.
I'm putting this for the viewer. We can anger Sri Lanka and take them on. But first, we have to look within and ask ourselves if all the political parties in India today are doing politics before a general election. Whether they have been consistent is a question I'm just putting out.
No, not so.
Yes, Dr. Naganathan.
See, today it's very clear, the entire Indian Parliament, the Congress was a minority. The entire Indian Parliament came together and vouched for an international independent war crime investigations, and they pressurized for a draft to be forwarded by India, not by some external affairs country outside. India should lead the championship of human justice as history did. India is a country which stands for right to self-determination. India is a country which stood for PLO, Palestine crisis. India is a country which stood for Southern Sudan. So India should take the same stand in Sri Lanka.
Why should we? Why should we?
Discussion comes
no, 1 second. Why should we? Let me play devil's advocate. No, why should we be the only country in South Asia to vote against Sri Lanka? Why should we estrange ourselves from our South Asian neighbors? This is a huge strategic implication that this is going to have.
No, because you can't bypass the sentiments of 6 crore Indian Tamils in Tamil Nadu.
What about the sentiments? What about the sentiments?
We are Indian citizens.
What about the sentiments of a billion Indians? 1 minute. What about the sentiments of a billion Indians, including everyone in Tamil Nadu? 1 minute. Against the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi.
Yes. Why you are taking each time the discussion to Rajiv Gandhi assassination? 2009 to 2012. 1,40,000 Tamil people have been massacred. You're not talking about that. UN panel report says 40,000 Tamil have been massacred. You're not talking about that.
UPA government was a spectator to that.
The war of vengeance.
When UPA government was a spectator to the killings of Tamil Nadu, Tamil peoples in Sri Lanka, why should not DMK raise that?
You have reason.
Now I would very clearly say that.
Sri Lanka, I'm telling you, in UPA will definitely go with Rajapakse and they will go against Tamils. That is the impression. Almost all political parties in Tamil Nadu have that.
Mr. Manek Tagore, would you like to respond 3 times tonight on the program? 3 times. Mr. Rajagopal has questioned you and your party and your position and your inconsistency. Respond to him.
Mr. Arunab, you need to give me time because I have to respond 3 things. One is I was totally taken back. From 1 year before, when we had the resolution for the same time again in the UNHRC, BJP was not walking out of that parliament. BJP was taking a U-turn. BJP is playing into a new role. BJP's chief minister welcomed Rajapakse to Sanchi in Madhya Pradesh.